The gentle rhythm of falling rain whispered outside the window as a young man sat cross-legged on a simple mat, watching steam rise from his cup of tea. He wasn't rushing, he wasn't checking his phone, and he wasn't planning his next move. He was just there, fully present in that moment. Nothing existed except the warmth of the tea and the rhythm of his breath. There was no past to regret, no future to anticipate, just now. That's the miracle of mindfulness. Hello, I am Alloy, and welcome to Audiofybooks, where you will find excellent audio summaries of books in a very easy and interesting way. If you want to learn from new books, do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with today's book. There's a moment, quiet and still, that holds the power to change everything. Thich Nhat Hanh, a humble monk from Vietnam, devoted his life to showing us that we don't need to climb mountains or renounce all worldly possessions to find peace. We only need to come home to ourselves. This home is not a place, it's a breath. It's this very moment. Thich Nhat Hanh didn't just write about mindfulness. He lived it. He walked slowly, he spoke gently, and in every movement, he was there. That presence, so rare in today's rushed world, is what made his teachings feel like a warm hand resting lightly on your shoulder, guiding you home. In the miracle of mindfulness, he invites us to slow down, not just for the sake of slowing down, but to really see. To see the sunlight through the trees, the water trickling from a faucet, the smile of a loved one. In his eyes, these weren't trivial details. They were life itself. He begins with a simple truth. Most of us are not truly alive. We go through our days half asleep, lost in thoughts of what's next or what went wrong. We rush from one thing to the next, hoping that by doing more, we'll eventually feel whole. But mindfulness flips that completely. It says, stop, breathe. Right here, right now, is enough. One of the most striking things in this book is a small, everyday act: washing the dishes. Thich Nhat Hanh writes, if while washing dishes, we think only of the cup of tea that awaits us, thus hurrying to get the dishes out of the way as if they were a nuisance, then we are not washing the dishes to wash the dishes. It sounds so simple, but how often do we race through these little chores just to get to the next moment? When we bring mindfulness into something as mundane as dishwashing, it becomes sacred. The warm water, the soap bubbles, the rhythm of your hands. Suddenly, mindfulness, in his words, is the miracle that allows us to truly live. It's not about escaping or numbing ourselves. It's the opposite. It's about being so fully present that even suffering becomes bearable, because you are no longer alone with it. You are aware. You are awake. Breathing is our anchor. We do it all day, yet rarely pay attention. But Thich Nhat Hanh teaches us that the breath is a doorway, a bridge back to the now. When we sit and simply follow our breath, in, out, we come back to ourselves. No judgment, no agenda, just being. He offers a gentle smile through the page when he says, breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. There's such poetry in that. And it's practical. You don't need incense, candles, or silence to practice mindfulness. You just need willingness. Even during war, as bombs fell around him in Vietnam, Thich Nhat Hanh practiced this. He taught children to breathe with awareness, to find peace in their hearts amid the chaos. That's not some lofty spiritual ideal. That's real strength. He tells us that meditation is not separate from life. You don't need to sit on a cushion for hours. You can walk mindfully, eat mindfully, talk mindfully. He calls it being truly alive in every moment. When you eat an orange, for example, really eat it. Feel the texture of the peel. Smell the citrus oils. Taste the juice. Don't gulp it down while checking your email. That orange is a miracle. And when you walk, he says, walk as if your feet are kissing the earth. Can you imagine what kind of presence that requires? Not stomping through your day, but gently, lovingly moving through space, aware of every step. But mindfulness isn't always peaceful. It brings you face to face with what's really going on inside you, your fears, your anger, your grief. But Thich Nhat Hanh teaches us to embrace these emotions like a mother holds a crying child, with love, not resistance. He says, the most precious gift we can offer others is our presence. When mindfulness embraces those we love, they will bloom like flowers. Isn't that beautiful? We try so hard to fix people, to give advice, to make things right. But often, the greatest gift is just being there, truly there. Mindfulness also means seeing deeply, seeing that nothing exists independently. The cloud in your tea, the sunshine in your salad, the labor of a farmer in your bread. Everything is connected. And when you see that, you treat things differently. You walk with more care. You speak with more kindness. And perhaps most importantly, mindfulness teaches us that we are enough, right now. Not when we lose 10 pounds, get the job, or find the perfect partner. Right now, in your imperfect, messy, beautiful self, you are enough. There's a peace that comes from knowing you can always return to your breath, no matter where you are, no matter what's happening. That breath is home. As you listen to this, try it. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. That's mindfulness. That's life. And the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes, like coming back to a warm, familiar place. Thich Nhat Hanh doesn't promise that mindfulness will remove your problems, but he shows you how to hold them differently, with space, with compassion, with clarity. And in doing so, you become more than just a person with a busy life. You become a witness, a participant in the sacred unfolding of now. So the next time you're washing dishes, walking your dog, or even stuck in traffic, try this. Come back to your breath. Notice what's around you. Smile. You are alive. And that is already a miracle.